Welcome everybody to Scotchy Bourbon Boys YouTube live.
Yep. Let's
Cheers.
see. We tried last week to do a horizontal, and that really did not work. Not a lot of people watched that one because it was horizontal. So tonight
They had to turn their head sideways to kind of look at it, I guess.
No, it just doesn't go to the... It's crazy. It doesn't go to the feed. So there we go. We are talking about bourbon hunting. I'm just got to get that right. There we go. There you are. So let's make sure all the audio's working on YouTube. And then we'll do a quick promo.
Yeah. While you're doing that, I'm going to actually pre-open my Booker's 2025-01 edition.
All right, we're getting YouTube going here.
Berries batch that I picked up while I was up there because I hadn't been able to locate one here in South Carolina, but it was all over Chicago.
Which one was that?
Berries batch, the 2025-01.
Does it say 2025-01?
Berries batch, the first one for this year.
Okay.
Oh, don't you love that little fork sound there?
Here we go. We are live.
Just
click on that, baby.
Open up a little bit.
Are we live? All right. So the sound is working.
Facebook. Glad you could all make it here
to YouTube
hang out
Live
with us for a little while.
We monitor comments. Make sure you let us know what you're sipping on and where you're from.
Yes.
Cheers.
And also, if you got any question for us, go ahead and shoot those to us, and we'll do our best to answer any of those that we can.
Okay. Wow, I'm just having issues here.
And also, if you got any question for us, go ahead and shoot those to us, and we'll do our best to answer any of those that we can.
Perfect. It's like your sound, my sound, everything's working. I actually figured that out. You know that tonight? There, sir?
Yes, Randy, you are exactly right. I gave $119.95 for it.
For what?
For this Booker's Berries batch. That's about the going rate that I have to pay for it down here in South Carolina.
But you got it for what? $89?
It was this one. I think was what? No, that's right.
You got it for
they were 119, but yeah, I got.
No, they were 89 at
Binny's. That's
at Binny's. Right. Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so I got this one at 89.
10,
yeah, I was just thinking the first one that I saw at that Joe's liquor was $119.95, and that was on my way from the airport going down to John's. That's right, $89.99.
Yeah.
Thank you, John. Yeah, and I didn't jump on that when I was like, well, hey, I'm just getting here, and we got a lot of places to go, so glad I waited for it. $30 cheaper.
Yep. I think that's looking good. I think. Let me see. I'm looking. There we go. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Welcome. All right, everybody. I am going to do a great sponsorship for our sponsors. You got to check out our last podcast was Middle West Spirits down there in Columbus, Ohio. Ryan Lang is a fantastic owner and knows what he's doing. He's the master distiller, owner, operator, everything. Amazing person. What he's doing in Columbus, Ohio is unprecedented. I mean, so they've got their craft distillery open right now. You could go down there, tour. do tastings of their Michelin brand, which we have right here. This is the straight wheat whiskey. We finished off the wheated bourbon 4-grain, which is fantastic. These cast strengths that are on the shelf, they're in 48 states. You got to check them out. But they also, if you're visiting here in Ohio, it must stop, because in Columbus, they have their service bar restaurant. Fantastic food, fantastic whiskey. But opening up their new 75,000 square foot distillery, we talked about that in the last podcast. You can't go wrong. And when it is finished, there's supposed to be restaurants, shops. I mean, the whole area there in, I believe that they said Southeast Columbus is supposed to be a revitalizing thing. And the amount of whiskey they are producing is unlike none other. And so there you go. Whiskey, Middle West Spirits in Columbus, Ohio, our fantastic sponsor. Then we have Whiskey Thief Distilling Company here in, now this is an exclusive that you're going to hear first before the podcast. Walter Zausch, owner of Whiskey Thief Distilling Company, is coming on the bus tour. There is a ticket opened up. CT only had one, and that ticket opened up, and Walter Zausch will be on this bus tour. He's going to be on our bus. I'm doing the seating schedule, but to have Walter on the bus tour, it looks like we're going to be able to, what we are scheduling, folks, on this bus tour is unlike nothing. And Walter's helping us do it. And he's going to be along for the ride. Start out at his place and Whiskey Thief Distilling in Louisville at their tasting room. And then they also have the Whiskey Thief Distilling Company on the Three Boys Farm. That's where the distillery is. Fantastic, fantastic experiences at both places. But the one thing that they both have is that it is a barrel pick all day, every day. For the price of admission, you get to choose from 5 different tastes from 5 different barrels. And if you love a barrel, you can bottle as much of it as you want. So go check out Whiskey Thief Distilling Company in Frankfort, Kentucky, along with Louisville in the New Lou area, Kentucky. Now, we also have the Spirit of French Lick, Alan Bishop's old stomping ground, but his whiskey is still there. This is the William Dalton. It's one of our picks. If you're interested in tasting or anything about it, contact me, because it's fantastic whiskey that they're producing. They're at, yes, you can contact Super Nash. They're down there in French Lick, Indiana. The place is amazing. Go visit. Lots to do in the city, and make sure that you stop off at the French Lick Distilling Winery and Distilling Company. Their whiskey there is like no other, and it's on the shelf today. So if you're in the area, it's a must stop. So, and then also remember, we've got Jason Giles of Rosewood Bourbons and Ryes. You got to check out what he's doing. His whiskey, if you see it on the shelf, anytime you see a Rosewood, I would highly suggest picking it up. His bourbons and ryes are fantastic. He basically purchases out of Indiana and Kentucky, and he's also distilling up in Kentucky. But once it's ready, he ships it down to Kentucky or to Texas, ages it another really hot season down there in that Texas heat. And then he bottles it for some fantastic, fantastic whiskeys. You got to check it out. And last, you've got Alan Bishop of Old Homestead. He is the master distiller there. He just went through an experience that wasn't great, got flooded out, but Alan's a trooper. He runs the One Piece at a Time Distilling Institute on YouTube. You got to check that out if you like anything about distilling. And then he also has, if you have ghosts, you have everything, where he takes the best of the spirits world and the best of the spirit, and he combines the stories for a fantastic, the best of the spirits world and the best of the spiritual world, and he combines those two, and it's a fantastic podcast, folks. Me and Roxy have been on, Ann Dimmick's been on, Ben Eves has been on, I believe Amsy's been on. I mean, there's just so many people that have such great stories. So check that out there. So there's our sponsors. Thank you all for keeping us going and on the air and supplying us with the ability to do so much, like what some of the now this weekend that was more of a personal, but we're able to do. We are going to be at Kentucky Bourbon Festival. Randy Prassey, the president, is going to be on coming up on August 14th. You got to check it out. He is going to go over everything about the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. I mean, it's going to be great, but it allows us to go there and bring you, if you can't make it, we can bring you part of the festival right here on the podcast. So it's going to be, we're going to have some wild lives and wild stuff going on, right?
We'll pretty much be interviewing distillers and people of the industry, and also individuals, just the people that go and hang out there. We'll be interviewing you too, if you're going to the festival, just to get your thoughts about it and thoughts about what's going on in the whiskey world. Just a big time there, and it's going to be a great 4 days of a festival this year. It gets bigger and better each and every year, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, it gets bigger and better every year. So tonight we are talking about bourbon hunting in Chicago. This should be a fun one. We are just fresh back from Chicago, and hang in there with us as we start our podcast. We're going to have about a 45-second quiet time, and then our theme song will play, and we will get this baby started. All right, everybody, bourbon hunting in Chicago. Here we go.
Sipping on scotch, we get a little wild, but it's sure fun to watch. We love what we do with drinking every brew, and we talk songs, but we're telling the truth. Yeah, we're the Scotchy Bourbon boys, raising hell and making some noise. Yeah, we're the Scotchy Bourbon boys. We're here to have fun and we hope you enjoy. We're here to have fun.
Yeah! All right. Yeah. Welcome back to another podcast of the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. Tiny here with Super Nash. Woo! All right. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this podcast. How about yourself, Super Nash?
Absolutely, man. We went up to Chicago, and it was fantastic time just hanging out. It wasn't a Scotchy Bourbon Boy thing, but it was.
Right. And that's what we wanted to talk about, because we didn't go there specifically looking for, let me see if I we didn't go there
to
specific.
just hang out at distilleries and master distillers and do podcasts and all that the whole time. As a matter of fact, you didn't even bring the podcast equipment. You know, all we did was bring ourselves and our cameras and our drinking ability, right?
Correct. I mean, yeah, that was there was a lot of, what would you say? What we were doing, it was very relaxing for me because I didn't have the pressure. So I always put a lot of pressure on myself to be able to pull off as high of quality of a podcast we can do on the road. So there's a lot of equipment to remember, and somehow I'm always forgetting something. It doesn't matter one way or another. It's like I can't forget anything, and it's not like you can go back 6 hours and get it. And we're not there in one place long enough for. The only thing you could do half the time is go out and buy new equipment. But that pressure was off me, which was fantastic. You know what I mean? It was great that's the way it was. And so I was super excited for this particular trip. And we'll talk about that because there was some actual bourbon hunting that we did there in Chicago, and we learned a lot. And we got to thank John Ritt for that. And then Randy Ford came along, and he's going to be on. They'll probably be on afterwards on YouTube and Facebook once we're finished with this part of the audio podcast tonight. I'm Super Nash. I'm going to quick do the promo, but I've got a little thing to put you on the spot.
You didn't say anything about that.
No, not at all. So
God,
www.
Time is going so quick. I just see I've got to go.
www.scotchybourbonboys.com for all things Scotchy Bourbon Boys. And then check it out for t-shirts, Glencairns, and all our info, everything. You can contact me also direct on Facebook through Messenger or whatever. And if you're interested, we'll set you up with whatever you need. And then also remember
with some of our bottle picks.
Yeah.
And also don't forget our our Crystal Glencairn Club. And I do believe that you were going to mention pretty soon going to be having a Crystal Decanter Club.
Well, I was going to save that for a surprise.
Okay. Well, I blew that, didn't I?
I guess there it goes. Woo! Now Super Nash has done a Super Nash thing. He has also, we'll give you more details on that coming up. That is still across the pond, but it's something that was kind of cool that I really am excited to be able to tell you more details in coming up. So once that gets across, we're going to have chances for more people, just that part. And then we have a new barrel pick coming up in September. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But remember, we're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X, and also Apple, iHeart, and Spotify are the audios that we're on. But no matter whether you watch us or listen to us, make sure that you like, listen, subscribe, comment, and leave good feedback. The good feedback means so much. If you could give us a 5-star on Apple or iHeart, that works out really good. Leave good feedback on Facebook, because this is how we keep doing what we do to bring this good content. Original. I did not say it was a decanter. It's the Crystal Glencairn Club, which will have the Randy Pressy is like ripping on me because of the decanter club. It's not a decanter club.
That's kind of my fault because he hadn't actually named it, but
oh my God. So
kind of trying to spit it out there, Randy.
Yeah, it's not the
El Presidente. I'm sorry.
El Presidente. It's just, anyways. So with that said, that's hilarious. Anyways, so there it is. I mean, just like what a start! What a start! Wouldn't you say to the podcast? Having fun.
Oh my God, yes.
I mean, we're here right now to talk about seriously what it was like to the difference of bourbon hunting in Chicago to us. to me, just the difference overall. When we were in Chicago, with one of the things, Super Nash got there on Thursday. And so he got to experience.
Morning. Yeah. And it immediately started like 15 minutes after I picked up my rental car at the airport. I wasn't 15 minutes outside the airport before I was stopping at the first liquor store.
Right. And you started off, and then like I had visited John Ritt, and I did a tasting for him last, I believe it was in August, because before we were promoting our barrel pick, and I brought it through and met his brother and then some of his friends, and I did a tasting there. And when I was driving, I got off on the exit and I was driving to his house. I passed 5 freaking liquor stores. I couldn't believe it. It was liquor stores and whatnot. And I mean, you're talking about Chicago. It's basically, Randy, we're not talking. So John Ritt said, I have to post the share. Let's interrupt right here. I will share. I got to first make sure I've got up let's see. There it is. Let's go here. Photos there. They'll come up. I think I can do it. Let me see. I have to get down to the bottom. I will post the share of what he's talking about. There's a restaurant in Chicago that John Ritt is talking about. So here we go. I'm in Chicago and we're at the Cub game. So it'd be after the Cub game, correct? Yeah, there it is. All right. Let's see. Yes. All right. So I will share that real quick to everybody.
Whiskey Doc is pointing out that I was, even though I got there on Thursday, I was late to the party because they started hunting. Whiskey Doc started hunting on Monday on his way up there, and him and John were already hunting the day before I got there.
All right, so so I grabbed that. Okay. It's up there, I believe.
Here we go.
Oh, I could have that. There it is for everybody else. You can see that this is the restaurant that we passed in Wrigleyville, right outside of Wrigleyville, called El Presidente. We passed that multiple times. Let's see,
Yeah, we did.
I tried to get bigger. Anyways, there you go, El Presidente.
Like so
There's
much we
your
couldn't
restaurant.
stay away from it.
We almost ate there in honor of you.
Yeah.
So there you go. There you go. I guess I can now. I'll probably be able to share. Let's see. Let's go there. Oh, that's not where. Yeah. All right. So there we go. We're back to. I have no idea what's going on over here. Let's get out of it. All right. Wow. A lot of bizarre things are happening right now. I got to somehow get back to Facebook.
John said Whiskey Duck started hunting as soon as he woke up from his own bed.
I wonder if it jumped over here. No, that should not be over here. Okay, I can put that back there. All right. So we're here. I'm just trying to find the Facebook. Let's see if I can find Safari. No, I got to find. It keeps doing dumb things. There we go. Nope, that's not what I want. Oh, anyways, I can't now. I lost all my. It's right here, right? It's like, where did it go? Oh, wow. Because I like to follow Facebook and have the, be able to have. Let's get off of that. Okay, it's not over there, no over there. So I just lost the share on Facebook. You guys got it, right? So you can do the comments. I just wanted to know what Randy had to say. Yeah, that's just weird. That it was there and then it was gone. It's got to be hiding, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I can get
You minimized it somewhere.
and or I threw it over here, but I don't think I threw it over here.
What are you looking for now?
I'm looking for Facebook so I can monitor the comments.
Oh.
And it's all of a sudden gone.
Up at the top.
Oh, is it down here? Did I throw it over here? No, I did not. Did I? Look at all this stuff that's hidden. That's not there.
I think you need a bigger computer screen.
Nope, this has to go. This is going to be bizarre. Let's get off of full screen. All right, that makes
Being
sense.
one of those icons up at the top.
Nope. And let's get this out of here. There we go. It's supposed to be over on the second screen. All right, I don't need my mail. This is fun. Everybody. All right, anyways, let's get back to bourbon hunting in Chicago and I'll try and figure that out. So, we started off the day. I drove all the way. There we go. Let's see if I can get this up. All the way. Unbelievable. It was on the other screen. There it is. It's up. I'm good. That's it for sharing for me, folks. I will do it. I got it. I actually figured it out. I started off driving on, you got there on Thursday and you did a little bit of hunting, but you were able to hunt with Randy Ford, and you were able to hunt with John Ritt on that Thursday a little bit. Talk about that.
Where do we go?
I think you could have went. Did you go to Woodman's, or did you? No, you went.
Yeah, we went to we went to a few places. We went to Binny's. Yeah, we went to a Binny's and went
by his
to
house.
Woodman's. Yeah, Woodman's, and also to Malloy's, which is right there by his house. Or no, we didn't go to Malloy's that day. Yeah, we went to Binny's.
Yep.
And we went to Woodman's.
And John says Binny's. So yeah. So there you go. So you were at those couple places and you were able to pick up so one of the things, it's a Friday, right? And John's talking about all these different drops.
Woodman's had some stuff at MSRP. They had an old fashioned copper.
An old fire copper.
Fired copper, yeah, OFC 2006 for MSRP,
which was like 2,500, was it not?
Yeah.
Just
a little bit above MSRP,
right?
But I mean, they had a lot of stuff that was some was MSRP and some was just a little bit above, but most everything was right there close in that price range at Woodman's. And then everybody knows about Binny's and what they have, and great selection, barrel picks and things like that. Great cigar humidor, which I picked up some never found before Drew Estate cigars.
You sent me home with some of those.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
And shared some with John too while we were up there, while we were sitting around the fire pit and late in the evening, which it was a nice cool night, got down to about 60 degrees. So it was perfect to fire up the fire pit and have several great pours. Oh my gosh, some of the bottles. And I guess you can't share the pictures anymore since of some of the bottles that we were sharing out there. Had some friends that Randy met in line. Oh yeah, John, the Liga Privada cigars by Drew Estate. I found those up there. I've never seen them before, and they were fantastic. Great cigars and pair very well. whiskeys and bourbons.
Right. And okay, there we go. I'm still trying to so that night then you went back and you were at the same you decided to fly in on Thursday early, and my goal was to come in. I had to do the podcast on Thursday night, and we actually podcasted from John's. It was you.
We podcasted from John's, and you podcasted. From,
I had to. Who else is going to be in the studio setting all this stuff up so we can podcast? And we got that live podcast in with you.
Me, Whiskey Doc, and John set out at his table outside just right after we finished a fantastic grilled filet and salad and baked potato that John had prepared for us on the grill.
Right. And so
we were kind of running late because of that.
Well, that podcast went off pretty good. And then you got so once I finished that up, put it out, got it all up, packed all my stuff, and I basically I went to bed about 11 and woke up at 3, got on the road by 3:30 and was having breakfast with you at the hotel by 8:30 in the morning.
By 8:30 in the morning, you sure was.
And so we had breakfast and we headed over to John's house. And the main reason we were there was because we were mainly there for the Cubs game.
Friday.
So, yeah. And so you rented this mammoth expedition. And so we all easily fit.
As John called it, the Fortosaurus.
Yeah,
that thing is huge.
So we go over there and we pick everybody up and we drive to Wrigley. And on our drive to Wrigley, we had to pass. I counted through the thing. I think we passed 13 liquor stores between where we were on and where we got off. And I mean, John can talk about a little bit. He could throw them out there. The different ones. There's Malloy's. There was Binny's. There was grocery store ones. There was Jewel. There was multiple Binny's. And
there was Binny's. I believe like a Woodman's, and I mean, just oh my gosh, it was just crazy.
So the thing about Chicago is that unlike in Ohio, when Ohio has drops, it's pretty much across the whole state consistently similar things. Like if Russell's 13 is dropping, it's dropping across the whole state at different liquor stores. It'll drop with Russell's, reserve barrel picks, and it will drop with some other, Wild Turkey 101. But if Buffalo Trace is dropping, it's the Wellers, different Weller will be dropping. So it's across the state. But in Chicago, it is not the same at every liquor store. You had Weller, and you had Weller 12 dropping at the Woodman's, and you had the A. Bowman barrel pick dropping at Malloy's. So it's Malloy's. So we're talking about lots and lots of
actually it says small batch, but it was actually a single barrel
pick.
Barrel pick at Malloy's,
right?
That we were able to obtain.
So over the consistency of the ability to acquire the whiskey was one thing. So there's no way. So I come into town. We went through there. We get to Wrigleyville. We go see a great Cubs game.
Hold on one second, because I want to say, like, at the first major place that I stopped at, like John's liquor store, they had just acquired. They had 12 cases of the E.H. Taylor small batch. They just had got them Thursday evening, and Wednesday evening, and had started putting them out Thursday morning. And I mean, had the cases just stacked up. Not only that, but they had they had the 2025-01 and the 2025-02 Bookers, and they had the 2025, the newest addition to the Little Book at that liquor store.
Right.
and I was just so overwhelmed that when I walked in that store and I just had got there, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just now beginning, but I know I needed to wait and all. And prices on this was like $60 for for the small batch, which that's what about $15 higher, or what's it up to at the distillery now? $54.99
At the, you mean, no,
or
it's
$40.99?
more
Yeah,
than that. It's like 60, I want to say 64.99 at the distillery. It's over 50 at the distillery.
yeah.
So
And so,
in
I mean,
Ohio,
like,
that's what it's at. It's like 54.99, and it's even more at the distillery. It's like,
so I mean, these places, like I say, some of the stuff, like I say, at a couple of the stores, like I say, some of the what you would say call allocated might be just a little bit more, but nowhere near secondary prices or anything like that, like down in uh like in South Carolina, where it goes 3 and 4 times as much.
so one of the
No, John says it's 35. I'm thinking it's 30. I'm thinking that now it's at the distillery. It's like $39.99
which one?
for the E.H. Taylor small batch. I was thinking it was $39.99
At the distillery?
Yeah, at the distillery.
No.
Yeah.
No, it was 50. It was 54. It was $52 like 2 years ago.
No.
Yeah, that is not a no. Taylor, you're thinking Eagle Rare. Eagle Rare is lower at the distillery, but Taylor is definitely into the 60s at the distillery. I'm telling you, 100%. I just I just purchased it when I was there the last time.
John has just mentioned, like, Nash couldn't pay any more baggage fees for all the bottles he wanted to buy and bring home with him. And John, you are absolutely right. I had my bag after that last bottle that I got right there from y'all that morning. I actually, when I checked my bag, and it was pre-checked, so I already got the tag and put it on there. Well, I put it up on the scales and all that. The girl ripped the tag back off of it and re-tagged it and put that big red sticker on there that says heavy. But she did not charge me any more baggage fees for it. But it when I got it in South Carolina from Baggage Claim, it had that other sticker on there, the big red sticker that says heavy on it. So yeah, I had it loaded down with bottles.
Yes, you did.
And none of had them wrapped perfect and everything, none busted or decorked or anything like that. So I was a happy guy.
Yeah, and yeah, but what it came down to was I just want to say, somebody on YouTube, it's like Thomas Anderson. I want to say hi to him, and then also booze in this. The I can smell the whatever. It's just like, it's like unbelievable. Like the one guy saying, "Oh, you're not bruisey and nobody watches you." Nobody wants to be bruisey. Bruisey's bruisey. We're just talking about, went to Chicago and we had a fun time bourbon hunting. And once in a while we cover bourbon hunting on this podcast. We do more whiskey thieving than we do bourbon hunting podcasts. So, it's like with 70, and that's one thing I want to say. We just went over 75,000 subscribers on YouTube. And that is something in its own outright thing. I remember when we were trying, Super Nash, when you did the old Carter giveaway, we were trying to get to 400.
I remember that. Yeah.
I think we went and we had it. And if everybody did stuff, and so that was kind of exciting right there to hit 75,000. Just keep everybody who watches us, of our 75,000 followers, thank you for watching. So Oscar Rodriguez is having his 39th birthday tomorrow. So that's kind of cool. Happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday, Oscar.
And we got one that's held for review. It's Scotch Boys. It's so funny. It's like,
cheers, and want to say cheers to Ricky Edwards that's watching, and also Stacy and James Jacobs.
Yep, there's a lot of people here tonight. Appreciate everybody watching. And but just getting to, so we're at the Cubs game. We go home. We had to get home after the Cubs game because John's brother had something that night. So we drove home in Friday rush hour traffic, got home, and me and you went back to the hotel. And we were just kind of, what would you say, getting ready, freshening up, as the ladies would say. But we were freshening up, and all of a sudden we get a call from Randy, John or Randy, which one, who called you, talking about that there was a drop at Woodman's and we needed to get over
John.
there, right? It was John.
Yeah.
And it was, there was a bunch of stuff that got dropped, and Randy Ford was like thinking that he would go back and maybe if that OFC was still there, that he would, Old Fire Copper, that he would revisit that, right?
But had already been sold, yeah.
But we're sitting in there, and there is Weller 12 being released at what? 6 o'clock that night? And there was cases of Weller 12. I mean, and that was the one that you said, I believe that's what we paid $39.99 for. I want to it was $44.99. Yeah, $44.99.
It was $50 and
$49.78. It was under $50. So
yeah, $50 out the door, right? For this Weller 12 right here.
Yep, I've got that too, and that was really kind of a steal for what it is. It's a little bit more expensive here, and definitely a little bit more expensive. He said 44 each with tax. It was out 50 out the door. As John said, he had 17 cases. So that's what you're talking about.
Cases, it's $44.99, and then plus tax is $50.
In the state of Ohio, when they're distributing Weller 12, they might, on a big, huge launch day, one place might have 6 cases, which is 36. So we think that's a lot, but that guy had 17 cases. So do them 17 times 6. I got to do this. 60 and 42. So that's 102 bottles at one store.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like the lady told me they got those 12 cases of the small batch. That's 6 bottles a case,
Yeah.
That's 72 bottles of small batch.
Right. So you're talking a much bigger percentage at the store. Now, I will also tell you that on that drop, the line wasn't nothing like the lines in Ohio. When Ohio has it, everybody's lining up, and there's 50 people deep at 9 o'clock.
John said it was 12 per case. Those boxes were 12 per case.
There you go.
Bigger boxes, 12 per case.
Okay. Yeah. That's just like, it's just crazy how much of it they had, and we were able to get it. And then once we were there was people tasting. They were doing a tasting. I think it was Cedar. What was it? Cedar Ridge.
Cedar Ridge.
Yep. And we met the rep and talked to her, and then also, that was so that night when we went to a Cubs game and we were just going to hang out, that night we ended up with a bottle of Weller 12 at a place. And then went and looked at all the other bottles, and there was some other stuff that was decent. I mean, I think there was one per person, so you couldn't get multiple bottles and keep going. You could just pick one, and you were done.
You went outside, took your hat off, did a shirt change, and came back in.
Yeah, but that wasn't, that wasn't happening since we distributed our card and we did all this stuff and did tastings, whatever. That just wasn't.
I know, because I mean, once the Scotchy Bourbon boys get in the house, everybody, we let everybody know who we are, and so there wasn't no disguise and change in that. What was there?
So they had their release while we're at the Cubs game, and we still got the Weller 12 around 6 p.m. So there you go. That's something that's completely different. That's why we wanted to say this is different than bourbon hunting. I'm sure in South Carolina, it's different than in different places. I mean, you've been to so many lines in Georgia at the places where they have raffles and lotteries and stuff like that. But this is so different to me and so strange. Now, what I want to say is John, what he's been doing is bourbon hunting. So he kept coming on our podcast, and he still comes on. He's right here right now, and we'll have him on. But John was obtaining. He would go and tell us what he was getting, and we're like, "Well, could get you that? Could you get me this? Could you get me this?" The only thing that I had asked for that John didn't get me was an Eagle Rare 12. And I guess that
he tried his M's, but we got to taste the Eagle Rare 12 that he had.
And he sent me home with a sample of it also. So that was kind of cool. So now he got me. Here's what he got me. So one thing that I don't see here in Ohio is the Jim Beam Winter Reserve. It's just crazy. And this is just a $24 bottle. So he picked that up for me. And this one right here, this next one was the one that I really, really wanted. And this one was the Star Hill Farm, locally grown farm to showcase the influence of our land, nature as the makers. This is an American wheat whiskey from Maker's Mark. So that was something that I didn't see here. We haven't seen this in Ohio at all. And Ohio distributes a lot of Maker's Mark, wouldn't you say, Nash?
Hey, let me throw this out there too. John said that not only at that did they have the 204 bottles of Weller 12. They had Weller Full Proof, the 1792 cognac release, and the Buffalo Trace tater salad bottles. And I mean, plus there was a few more things on the board that he hadn't mentioned either. I can't quite remember, but they had a whole lot more.
Yeah, but that board.
That was a huge drop.
No, when we got there was no 1792 cognac.
Yeah, it had already been sold out and marked off the board.
But it's like Weller 12 is a consolation at 6:00. I mean, this is
that's a heck of a prize. I consider myself lucky.
Right. Me too.
I like the Weller 12, and especially at $50.
So, and then the other bottle that he was able to get me was this Old Fitzgerald 7-year bottled in bond, which, that's fantastic. I mean, out of all the things that, it's not like this was released while I was out of town in Ohio, and he was able to get that for me. So that's really kind of, the really, really cool stuff that, as we went along. So he's able to do something that we can't do here in Ohio. When it's not like the drops happen here in Ohio. They happen, and you go to the store, and if you don't get it, you're pretty much done for a time. And if you do get it, you're not getting two. Now, I guess the only way to get two is bring your wife or your girlfriend or your of age somebody in your family. That's a way to get two, like here in Ohio. But he was able to go back and get it.
And
completely.
Just to clarify, when I said Buffalo Trace, E.H. Taylor, tater salad bottles. That's just another name for the E.H. Taylor small batch. They had those.
Right. And they still had those when we were there, but me and you and everybody, we have a lot of small batch.
12, yeah.
But the coup de grace is Aaron Harris is going to be on the August 12th, next Tuesday, and I was able to obtain the 200 through John. We are able to obtain the 250th. Now he picked that bottle up for me. This bottle is not selling in Ohio. Okay, so there's nothing I could do. But I saw this bottle for sale as we were hunting, and I saw.
Yeah.
So this is like readily available, and that's crazy because that's not an easy bottle to obtain, especially here in Ohio. So
And in South Carolina, because in South Carolina, I was able to get one here about 4 or 5 weeks ago, but it was the last bottle that they had down at a store in Greenwood when I got through doing a couple of big jobs down there. Happened to stop in the place, and it was the last one they had.
this will be the second bottle that we have the distiller on, honoring our 250th birthday of our military. So excited about that. Excited to get that bottle. Thank you so much, John, for picking these bottles up for me. But then
I've already opened mine, and it is delicious too. Can't wait to have it on and talk about it and drink some more of it.
So we finished up the evening. Ted came. We met Randy Ford met great guy. I don't know. I know him as Ted. He came over, drank whiskey and bourbon by the fire with us.
Ted Ferguson.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah,
And it was
yeah,
great it was
and
great.
the reason I know the name well is because I met and talked with him very well, and I've already been conversing with him because he is a Navy veteran, and he is now a pilot for the American Airlines. And oh my gosh, he has shared a wealth of veterans knowledge to me to help me get all my veterans benefits started. But not only that, but he brought over an Eagle Rare 17-year that was opened up and just set it up on the table along with other goodies and bottles to share with us. And super nice guy.
Great guy.
And yeah,
it's great that we have another.
Randy met him or Whiskey Doc met him in line at either Binny's or Woodman's. I'm not sure. One of the two places.
So we're sitting there. We've already got a Cub thing under our belt. We go to Weller 12.
Reserves.
We're all sitting. We sat around the fireplace. Now this is my first day there. There's like, I ran out of gas about 11 o'clock, and we went back. We got. He's still in the reserves. That's what.
And he met him in line at a
Binny's, right? And so the next morning we wake up. We're milling around. We both were pretty tight. It was a tiring day with the Cubs running there, then actually going in line. Oh, we did have Lou Marinato's pizza, which is fantastic. We got that thrown in there that night. And then basically, once you had pizza and I'm relaxing out by the fire, you could have put a fork in me at about 10:30. So we got back to the hotel, got a good night's sleep, woke up the next morning. And so we knew what we wanted to do. So we said this time, we're like, we had one thing that we had to do, and that was have dinner with Martin Duffy. And Martin Duffy we were going to meet him at Green Post Restaurant at 5 o'clock. So in the morning, I started figuring out how we were going to do this. And we called up John and Randy, right? And we said,
let me stop you before you get too far away from this. But this is another good thing about going out and like bourbon hunting and around Chicago and like these drops and all that. And when you're standing in line like at a Binny's or a Woodman's and stuff like that, you're constantly meeting people, and like it always does, bourbon and whiskey bring good people together. And Ted, Whiskey Doc met Ted in line at a Binny's. And like I say, he talked to him enough and invited him over to John's house. And he came over 2 nights in a row and sat around with us and just hung out with us. And we drank good whiskey and just had a good time with a new friendship through bourbon and whiskey and bourbon hunting.
Right. So we're we call them up and we're like, we're going to be over at 11 again, same time. And we're going to start our day at Binny's, the big superstore. Because when I was talking to Randy, or not talking to Randy, when I was talking to Martin Duffy, he's told me about Binny's. He told me about, we were going to go to Koval. He told us about another distillery, and he was just telling us all about where to go. So we went to the Binny store because it's the third largest liquor store in the country. He told us the name of the manager. Shout out to, if John or Randy remembers the manager's name, that would be amazing. But we basically got to the store, and one of the cool things about it was the smaller Binnies that you had been to over by John's house. Okay, Park was yeah.
Remember his last name was Soto. It wasn't John Soto.
No, that's an actual. That's somebody. Okay, Bob. No, Bob S was at. That's who we talked to. Bob was at Green Post. That was Bob. Okay, and he says he can't remember, but you're right. It was Soto. And anyways, she told us who to talk. You texted that to me. No, it's not a bar, hater. My favorite drink is rum. Okay, so cool. He likes rum. We like rum, especially rum finished in. Yeah, you actually texted me that name, but so we talked to the manager.
That name and the one.
Yeah, Bob was the one you texted me, and that I remember Bob from Green Post because he served us some damn good whiskey that night.
Some damn good scotch.
Yeah, scotch and bourbon. So once you find that name, but what he told us, we met both the managers, and he was very hospitable, but he told us about their tasting bar in the back. And it was like you got to walk through the terminal to get there, and it technically was. It was just like this place was huge. And one of the things there was a cigar store that was nearby, so their humidor was limited. And Supernatural
wasn't that limited. It was to the point because they had been broken into during the riots and all 3 different times, and so they smashed open the big one, and so now they've built another one that was in the wall. So now they only keep a limited amount, and they switch them out as to the types that they carry. And that's because, like you said, he said there's a huge cigar emporium just right down the street, couple blocks over.
Yeah, and he was also, so the place that was out by John had a walk-in humidor with a lot of cigars. It was great. And that's because they were servicing the community there, because there wasn't a big, huge, giant cigar place. So it was really cool to even see in this part of the industry how people cooperate with each other amongst the people in their neighborhood. So that was cool to see. But so we were there and they had everything. And so this is what I'm talking about, the bourbon hunting aspect. This right here is what I picked up. And this is called The Beautiful and the Damned. This is the Last Zion, the Last Lion. And it is cast strength, 6.5 years, batch 2. This is something that we only see from time to time. We never see this in Ohio. This is a thing. And so this is the kind of stuff when you're someplace else. And that was right on the shelf, was able to pick that up, which I was excited about. Plus, we've got Dan Garrison coming on one of these days. We're going to reschedule. And there was, as John says, there were lady sampling bottles. We'll get into that. And I was able to pick up this Garrison Brothers so that I've got the Guadalupe, and now I've got the Honeydew bottle.
David Soto.
What
is the name? David Soto.
David Soto. There you go. The manager told us about the tasting bar. So there was so much more there. There was Rare Perfection 15 that I almost, if we were there with more time, I probably would have pulled the trigger on that Rare Perfection 15 at $200 because I do believe at the festival last year I paid
If I had brought a bigger suitcase, I would have filled another suitcase with
Right.
the bottle.
So
Because I was able to check 2 bags, but I only brought one big one and had one carry on.
So when you think about it, both of us have so much whiskey, but we both go home with this collection. We both bring in, and we're limited, but we're in Chicago, and it was
because I had so many more bottles, but I didn't set them all up here because it was, you have some of the same other stuff, and then plus, like I say, Whiskey Doc brought me a few up and all that I had brought back. So.
Yeah, we definitely, everything was the coolest. I mean, it was great. Now, then we finish up there. Oh, no, we go to the bar, and courtesy of Super Nash being Super Nash, he really did become Super Nash.
Let me break out the bottles. There are at least 2 of them. What we had was these 2 bottles right here. So before the guys got down there, I made it down there because I had just come out of the cigar humidor, and I thought they'd already went back. So I get down to the bar and I get to looking, and David had already told me that they had flights of Pappy and all this other different stuff. So I get to looking, and it's like they had a flight of the old Rip Van Winkle 10-year, the Van Winkle Special Reserve 12-year, and then the third one was a Van Winkle's Family Reserve 13-year rye, which I do not have a bottle of, and that was the third one. So I bought all 4 of us a flight of those bottles there.
Yeah, but if you go there, the price of the flight was $50.
$50.
You can't drink that much Pappy for $50 anywhere. I mean, was the and it was 2024 bottles. Fantastic.
And I already made friends with Mitch, and he fixed those flights up. We all got 2-ounce pours of each one of those. So
if
I don't know if y'all noticed that. So that was cool.
I can't.
Cannot beat that for that price.
I am trying to get this. I cannot move. I cannot. Let's see. Let's see if I can share, though. I'm going to try and share the screen. I can. I'm going to go back to photos.
Future?
I'm going to share, but I will tell. I'm going to share here because now I'm back over here. I am going to share. Let's see. I double click on that. How do I get it littler? There it is. I'm going to share. Here it is. Oh, nope. I don't want to share that. This is what I want to share. There we go. There is a picture of the flight at the bar, right? Can you all see that? Are you gone, Nash?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get people on you. There it is. Oh. Somehow, come on, go over. There we go. Everybody on YouTube, you can see it now too. There's the share of that. All right. I'm going to stop sharing, and that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right. Now, let's see if I can get back. Nope, that doesn't work. Let's see. I wonder, that is funny.
Remember where you went to it and got it before?
I don't remember how I did it, but I think it was over here, and I did this. That's there. There's like a secondary. That is so funny. I don't need to. You monitor the comments, and I'll just keep this going. We're not going to do that whole dumb thing again.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we got to afterwards. We went to Koval, the distillery, because we knew we had time. We hopped in. We did the tour, and we met Jack at the tour. Right, I got that right. And he told us all about Koval, and we got to taste their stuff. It was very unique. They have millet bourbon, and they've got different types of whiskeys, and that thing's kind of got going. And they've been in there since 2008. And then we sat at the bar and got to taste their wheat whiskey, which was fantastic. So we all walked out with the wheat whiskey, but we also walked out with the sample box, a little sample box. You got your sample box there, Super Nash, or no?
It's back in the vault.
That's okay. So we are going to do a Koval podcast in a box, and we're going to let everybody know about that Koval when that happens. And so we ended up walking out with the little sample pack of 200 milliliters of their rye, their bourbon, and and their I believe a single barrel in there. And then we had the wheat whiskey, which was fantastic. And then we headed off to dinner with Martin Duffy. And that was at the Green Post restaurant. Bob, the manager, was there. He set us up with all sorts of different we were drinking scotch. Probably the most scotch I had in an evening. Different scotches in my lifetime, wouldn't you say, Super Nash? The different scotches that we had for dinner.
Oh my gosh, the most I've ever had. But they were some old scotches and that they had acquired, and he was just going down and pulling from their vault. It was amazing. Every one that I tasted was just fantastic.
Yeah, and it was pretty cool. I have to say, I don't know how it, what happened or what it did or how, it was just like they had a pick, right? It was a pick that they had of their own scotch.
They had several picks, yeah.
Right, and they are fantastic. None peaty. Everything was pretty, was really good and
Perfect and well balanced. Yeah, they were fantastic.
Yeah. So had a great time there with Martin Duffy. Learned a lot. Talked about what we were doing, and then we talked about. We actually went over to the little market after dinner, and there again, just this little market and their bourbon selection was pretty good, was it not?
Yes.
Oh
yeah, that was right next door.
And their Scotch selection was good because everything that was suggested to us from Scotch, I think John picked up a bottle, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he did.
And it was excellent.
And that was Bob. That was Bob. That was at.
Yeah, we know. I said that initially. Bob was the guy that was the manager there that was doing all the suggesting that we were talking to.
And he was doing all that running back and forth down there with a broke ankle.
Yeah, that was really nice of him. The food was fantastic at Green Post. The selection of whiskeys were fantastic. I mean,
yeah. Oh, John was talking about remember the Lebanese whiskey? That was the one that Whiskey Doc, I think, picked up a bottle of
right.
The Lebanese whiskey.
Right. So, overall, it was just a fantastic evening. But then,
and the food was fantastic too.
Yes, the food
and
was.
That was all hanging out with Martin Duffy.
Yeah. Yes. Then we went to the thing, and we said goodbye to Martin, and we headed off to Delilah's, which was really kind of cool. Let's try this again. We'll just do this. I will see if I can do this again. There we go. Share. All right. I think we're sharing. Are we not? No, I don't think I did. Share. Pick this photo. Oh, desktop photos. Okay. And then come over here and hit share. There we go. All right. So we'll get out of this and I will show you some pictures of us at Delilah's. And right there we are. That was kind of cool, right? Would you not say? That's all of us over there. I'll try and put this up for, I'll get it over there. I don't understand how it's not going over there. It's just supposed to go over to the other one. It's like you can see it over there and then it stops. I don't know. This is just the weirdest thing ever. Oh, there we go. I got it over there. All right. So you can see us there at Delilah's. And then you can also, here is the outside of the bar. There's a really nice picture right, I believe, here. That's it. It's pretty much black on the inside and black on the outside, right? And
it was dark in there.
They've got a Maker's Mark, sign in the window. I believe I have a picture of how many. It's right here. Nope, that wasn't it. That was their. Let's just keep going. There was a here it is. There it is. Maker's Mark, 19,497. But we had a pour of, oh my gosh, come on. All right. And we did do a video right here. I think it was.
Show you what we had a pour of?
We had a pour of George T Stagg 2017. Let's see if I can get this to go. Can you see that?
Here we are down at Delilah's on Lincoln Avenue in Chicago. We are having a blast. And here we are, a special pour, George T Stagg 2018. Just celebrating and having a good time. We are the Scotchy Bourbon Boys podcast.
There we go. All right.
It was actually a 2018.
2018. All right. We're going to stop sharing.
It was a very good year. Very good year for George T Stagg.
All right. That went back over there. I wonder. You try. I don't understand.
Walker said it sounds like his kind of place. Hey, believe me, trust me, Walker, you would have loved it. It was great.
So we finished again. We finished up at Delilah's, probably not too late, probably about 9:30.
John said they had a Bible of whiskey bottles.
Yeah.
It kind of was.
Yeah, we finished up about, what would you say, 9:30. We were home probably by about 10:15, back to John's. And then we finished up the evening all the way till about 5 to 2
in the morning. You had to drag me out of that place.
And I drove you home, got you home safe. And that was
only fitting because the whole time I escorted y'all and chauffeured y'all.
Oh yes, I wasn't complaining.
In the Portosaurus and didn't have but just a couple of beers at the game and just a couple little pours, sample pours, when we were out and about riding around.
Right.
I had to watch my limit. So when we got back that night, it was time for me to finally cut loose a little bit and enjoy on the last night.
Right. And that was pretty much the fun of the whole evening. There was no doubt. So let's see. All right. Maybe I can do this. I'm going to try one time. Oh, that's what I did. I found it. Yeah. There it is.
You found the comments again?
Yes, I found out what to do. All right. So there we go. The next day, you headed off early in the morning. We said our goodbyes, and then it was pretty awesome.
Yep.
And we said our goodbyes, and then there we go. Is that it?
I spent it was like the whole day almost in airports and flying. I had a 3-hour layover in Detroit, Michigan. Oh my gosh. But just and weather delays and stuff like that because it was heavily raining across I believe maybe all the way from like Kentucky down all the way down into Greenville.
Well, I went back over. I had John and Randy. Randy was getting ready to leave. I stopped back over there because I all of a sudden saw that I had John's t-shirt. He wanted a Scotchy Bourbon Boys t-shirt. So I made sure that I dropped off that Scotchy Bourbon Boys t-shirt and then said goodbye to Randy. Randy tried to give me more bottles, but I had enough bottles in. I also brought home Matt Lizen's bottles, so I have all your stuff here, Matt. If you're watching, I know that you're on earlier, so I will be able to get you. I believe John and Randy had bottles for you, so that was kind of cool and was very exciting, type of thing. So loved the Chicago trip, but the hunting, and then also John had these special holders, Glencairn holders made for us, of each of us. I believe Super Nash, Tiny, John could say, I've actually Randy had a picture of them all. And so I think Walker had one made up. He had one made up for Walker. He had one made up. I'm going to say, yep, Super Nash, Tiny, maybe John can, I don't, he had a guy. And so that was really kind of cool. But also on the last evening before we left, I want to say this is that John did an awesome thing. When we were tasting the Pappy tasting, he basically, I thought the Old Rip 10 was fantastic. And even that particular one was, so he had Walker, Whiskey Doc, Tiny, and Super Nash made up. And there's a picture of them all. But I thought the Old Rip 10 was better than that year's version of the Van Winkle 12. The Old Rip 12 had a caramely and it had a bite to it that the Van Winkle didn't. Van Winkle had little less caramel and a little less bite. So that was kind of cool. So that night, John opened up his Old Rip 10, and that was fantastic, and we thank him. So we had so many good pours when we were there. I mean, it just was endless. Russell's Reserve 15.
I ended my night with a CYPB.
There
Russell's
was
Reserve 15 year.
Yeah,
the Eagle Rare 17 year.
The Eagle Rare 12.
Yeah, Eagle Rare 12 year was out there.
I brought the A.W. Bowman cast strength, A.J. Bowman cast strength, and I brought the Old Stubborn along. The Old Stubborn barrel. So we were just having absolute blast in Chicago. The bourbon hunting is so different. I would say that I got a different respect for Chicago by the amount of bourbon that was on the shelves. I mean, I could have bought another 15 more bottles that I don't have. You just can't spend, I have enough ready now for podcasts for months.
Here's another one that John brought out, the Jefferson's Presidential 16 year.
I did not have a taste of that one.
Oh, that was so good.
All right. And Windy City Barrel Company is where the barrel staves
come from. is what Walker thinks.
Yeah, I think you guys shared that presidential on the Thursday night.
Yeah, Randy had that. Yes. Thanks so much, Whiskey Doc.
And so there you go. I mean, fantastic time between the Cubs, Binny's, John's house. I mean, Woodman's. I mean, we were everywhere. We had a blast. There was it just went off without a hitch. I mean, the Friday was perfect. Then the Saturday was perfect. Now, I have to admit, getting home, there was a little bit more road construction than I would have liked. Usually I try and get home in 6:45, and I ended up getting home in 8.5. So a little bit longer based off that, but that's the only thing. If that's the only thing that you have to go slow for a little bit, that's not a bad weekend. I mean, I was honestly, when I went back to work on Monday, it wasn't the normal come back from doing all the stuff and having it. And it's just like a lot of fun. So anything else to add there, Super Nash, or are we ready to?
I think we pretty much covered it. And we covered Chicago in those 3 days. So,
well,
fantastic. Fantastic time. And once again, great big huge shout out to John Ridd, our host for the weekend. I mean, manicuring his lawn like he did, rebuilt his deck for us, and then like I say, super host the whole time. Couldn't thank you enough, my friend.
Yes, thank you, John, for hosting this. I can't even Eddie says it took him 20 hours to get back. I can't even say how much that we all bonded this weekend, and that's one thing, bourbon.
Yeah, I want to thank Whiskey Doc too. Like I say, you contributed a whole bunch and did a whole lot too while we're up there, and thanks so much again, brother.
All right, now I have to do the opposite. Oh, there it is. Is that it? Wow. No.
And sounds like a great idea there, John. He says, let's do it again next year, maybe around the same time. Same time, same bat channel, same bat place.
Oh my gosh. Edit? Nope. Is that so crazy? So now I have to find out. Oh, I can do that. Let's see what happens.
Did you lose it again?
No, I didn't lose it again. I'm going to have to share to get back to the other one. So I'm going to share something. One last thing. Let's share. Okay. Let's share one more photo, and that'll take that. See, the photos takes me back on the share. So there we were as a group. We did that. Koval. Oh, here's us at the. You can see that right there, Nash. I'm sharing, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I can get it. I
think John must have been taking that picture because he's not in it.
Who?
John.
Oh. Yeah. He was sitting on the chair, remember?
Yeah, he was sitting on the chair, and that's why he took the picture.
There we go. All right, we'll put it here. We'll stop there, everybody on YouTube. You can see that picture of us. That's us at the Green Post. We've got our pours and our food, and there's Martin Duffy. Thanks to everybody there. All right, so I'm going to stop the sharing. Now what happens is I'm right where I need to be. All right, everybody. www.scotchybourbonboys.com for all things Scotchy Bourbon Boys, t-shirts, Glens, all of our bios. Check us out there. Remember, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, along with Apple, iHeart, and Spotify. No matter if you listen to us or you watch us, make sure you like, listen, watch, comment, subscribe, and leave good feedback.
It helps us so much, you wouldn't believe.
And remember, good bourbon equals good times and great friends. Thank you, everybody, this weekend. You are great friends. And remember, don't drink and drive. Drink responsibly.
And live your life uncut and unfiltered.
And here goes our theme song.
Drinking whiskey on the rocks, or sipping on a bar. Listen along and find out how that can be you. Spending time with the boys, you don't want to miss us. It's just twice a week. Whether it's Ohio, Kentucky, Milwaukee, or South Carolina, you listen along, let's have a good time. We make sure to leave the bad times behind. Bourbon is the blood that makes a lifelong bond with our friends and neighbors, even some across the pond. I can't wait until the next time we meet, because I'm always looking for the next bourbon. Yes, please, I'll have it neat. So show me the way to another whiskey bar, where it'll be. It won't be too far. With friends and family close, we will never be alone. Remember the Scotchy Bourbon Boy.
Let's see. All right, everybody. We had a question on YouTube, and it was a guy, El Feo. Which one do you recommend for a person that's never tried bourbon? You take that, Super Nash.
For most of the time, for somebody that's never had bourbon, we always try to recommend like Basil Hayden. Basil Hayden is a very good starter whiskey and bourbon.
That's readily available.
Readily available right on the shelf. I believe I want to say it's what, like $25 a bottle, somewhere right around in that price range.
Oh, it's in the
put
30s.
Out by the James B. Beam Distillery, and like I say, it's about 90 proof, 90 proof, right? For 86.
80 proof.
80 proof, yeah, 80 proof. So, like I say, you're not going to get that ethanol burn. It's still got a lot of great flavors to it, and like I say, it's something that you can start with, and it's not going to burn your palate as you're starting to get used to it and starting to get into whiskey and bourbon.
There you go, El Feo.
That's our recommendation.
There you go. And then now, let's see if I can do this. I'm going to copy the invitation. And then I'm going to somehow, I don't know how it all got in, but I am going to figure out how to get back to that other place. There it is. All right, get back over to here.
No, don't go back to that other place. Stay with us.
No, I got to go here to upload the invite for people to come on tonight.
And John says you got to throw Wheaton, Illinois into that song at some point.
There's the Zoom link. Anybody who wants to come in, feel free to come in. Now, I'm going to unhide myself. Gallery.
You were hidden. You didn't do a very good job because I saw you the whole podcast.
No, in here,
So did everybody else.
No, it's right here is where it should hide. All right. That's working, okay? But there was a place. Okay. There's
Cheers,
John.
What's up, brothers?
What's up, brother?
Getting some use on my board too, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I got my
Randy.
Booker sitting on mine too.
Love it, man.
What's
What's
up,
up, Whiskey Doc?
Whiskey Duck in the house.
Dogs. Yo.
That is show fun. Host, sort, show, full screen, show me. Where do you unhide yourself?
I think you just did.
No, there we go. Show self view, it said. So now we're going to 5 with Walker.
What's up, Walker?
Not much. How are you, Super Nash?
Awesome, brother.
Going on, buddy?
Nothing
Man,
wrong
you
with
guys are missing out. I have killed 2 or 3 bottles tonight. I killed a CYPB. I almost killed a St. Augustine, but believe it or not, that's one of the best bottles I've been drinking on tonight.
As long as you didn't kill
That-
yourself, that's important.
Didn't
Y'all
you
remember
didn't you
that?
send one of didn't you send one of those up for Matt?
No,
What?
not the Conecuh Ridge. I did not. I left that with John.
No, you didn't.
Ask John if he has it or not.
Hey,
The
John.
Colorado one? Yes, I do.
Well, how
No.
about
No,
I
Conecuh
tried some of that
from-
Conecuh Ridge.
Conecuh Ridge from Alabama.
Yeah.
I don't have that one, man.
no?
left
You
it for
you
you.
don't because someone shoved it in my bag.
Yeah, you
Well,
got it,
he
Tiny,
may have
not
shoved
me.
it in your bag, but it was supposed to have been left for him.
I
But I'm
did.
okay.
fine. What's it?
Enjoy it. Who cares?
I don't know how it got in my bag. I didn't put that. All of a sudden, I'm like, and there's another one in my bag. Which one? The devil. That's for. Isn't that for what you call it too?
The
That's
Whiskey Eaters
Matt.
one is for Nash.
Yeah, the beers one's for the beers one is for Matt, not Nash.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right. I knew the beard one was for Matt, so I thought you shoved that one in too, because I definitely didn't put that one in my bag because I didn't put any ones I don't know about. I don't know about that one. So
I did not put that in there, at least not knowingly.
thanks, John.
Super Nash may have done that after he got happy into his CYPB.
Nash was playing TSA agent, just shoving bottles in people's bags quietly.
It wasn't me.
But that time you saw that,
I wasn't in no shape to be packing bags.
John,
Yes, sir.
you saw the Conecuh Ridge up there. So if you want it, you can get it.
Yeah, I'll go back and look on the end of Binny's. It was up there in Glen Ellyn. So
Yeah, and I mentioned into Ben. You guys should have mentioned that in the podcast, Nash, when I
Yes.
typed it.
What?
Oh, I
The,
was trying. I
the
was
end of
trying. I
Ben,
was
how cool that was for finding discounted bottles at Benny's.
Oh, yeah. That was cool. I mean, there was a lot in
And I
that
mentioned
bin.
it so that you guys would talk about it.
Well,
I was trying to cover everything.
yeah, there was a lot to cover, man.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
I
But
think
that
we-
is a super cool thing, closeout rack.
yeah, it is.
Every now and then I'll find stuff on a closeout rack that is just phenomenal. And sometimes I get stuff. For instance, the something we had that I shared with y'all is on closeout down here for $9.99. So I'm gonna go grab it off our closeout rack.
My question is John,
Where am I gonna put it?
what do you want me to open?
Right now?
Of what I got, I'll open one because I haven't had anything tonight yet.
Open your Star Hill
Yeah,
Farms. 'cause you
Yeah, I was
didn't
going
know
to say the
about that.
Star
Just
Hill, man.
noticed that.
Maybe that would be a good one to start with.
That's the one you've been wanting to know about.
Well, John gave me a sip, right, John?
Yeah,
Well,
brother.
then
Yeah,
open, if
I
you've
had
had
a
a sip
little
of that, then
sip of
open the,
Nash, you had that too.
Yeah, yeah.
if y'all have already had that, don't open that one, open the honeydew.
Don't you want me that with Garrison?
You're
Dan?
opening that expensive bottle Garrison gave you with him.
Orchid.
I'll open them both. Let's open them both. You got a honeydew?
Yeah.
Oh, of course I've got a honeydew.
He says, "Of course, of course I got one." It's like I never even.
Hold on, let me count.
Nash, I'm playing around with both of these here, man. I got a single barrel and another single barrel.
And another single barrel. All right,
I
here you
count
go.
at least 3 honeydews right now.
While y'all are discussing what to pour, I'm just going to point out that my shelf was too full, so I had to get it a little brother.
I saw that.
Oh, those are your new ones?
Point the camera around.
This
That's
one's the
looking
new
great.
one. The other one is not new. This one's new.
Walker, what time? When do you want me to come out?
I don't know. To be determined. I'm going to shift it back to
Well, I'm
me.
coming out on a Friday, so pick it. I'll be out there next Friday. That's soon enough.
You ain't driving that one.
No, I'll fly. Actually, it won't be
Soon enough.
next Friday. See, I can buy a ticket. I can be there by 9 o'clock this Friday.
No, you can't. You'll be there by 5 o'clock Saturday with all the delays.
Well, you got a point.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
how long
won't
did
fly
it take you to get home?
Southwest. I wouldn't do that to walk. Although I will tell you guys, again, the Conecuh Ridge also had a little bit of this tonight. I was surprised how well I liked that.
You never had that?
What I had. That's what I started
I've
off
had it
with. 'cause
several times, but it was better tonight.
I had an open bottle right there of that, and so I didn't open the one I brought back.
See that, Randy?
Is that the one we got?
Randy, see that? It's open. You see how much better things taste when you're just hanging out with the Scotchy Bourbon boys?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was saying it was because they had aerated, but you could be right.
It's because of I'm not taking credit
And
for
I'll
it.
tell you what,
All right,
Kind of
so
like to say it was the company I kept. That's why it tasted so damn good.
I'm really digging this berries batch. This Booker's. I had it sitting here open. It poured in the
I
glass.
started to pick that up, and it was $20 cheaper there than any place else.
Dude,
I didn't-
$90, man. That's ridiculous. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
But see, I hate Booker, so I'm waiting on one of y'all to give me some to convince me differently, right, Walker?
Oh my gosh!
How can
I
you
need to
hate
give you- I need to
Booker?
give you
Right,
couple
Walker?
samples of some.
Walker's just smiling at you.
Walker's
guys.
got the Popeye face going on.
Because he knows exactly what I mean.
Hey Nash,
Walker gave me
Yeah.
6 bottles.
you know
of Booker.
that Booker's that you gave me a while back? That's still unopened.
Which one? Oh, the old one, right?
Yep.
The 94.
Yeah, we'll crack that 94 at this year's Christmas party.
Okay.
What do y'all think?
I want to know what we're doing in a couple of weeks, Tiny.
Oh, so
The crystal
so
Glencairn
Walter, so just so you know, everybody's getting a thing. Walter Zausch is joining us on the bus tour.
thing, right?
Plus, it looks like tennis club through him because he'll reserve the room, and then the bus company will pay him for the lunch. That's what we're dealing with right here. And they're gonna
Oh, wow.
28
We're having
people
lunch
for
at the
lunch at the
Penn
Penn Dentist Club.
Oh, super.
And
Oh, good for you, Walker. A good Tennessee whiskey.
Tennessee bourbon, to be more specific.
Yeah, well, they're all bourbons. but
so I think
most of them.
Not from what
Yes,
they call it.
they just choose to be called whiskey. But they
That's
are-
what I mean. That's
they
what I
call
mean.
them
These
bourbons.
guys choose to
Go
call
on.
it.
We didn't mean to cut you off, Tiny. Go on.
at one point coming up, heading into it, we will crack this bottle of 2020. So what happens?
What is that? I
Well,
can't see.
no. This is, what do you mean you can't see this?
I can't read it. It's too far away.
That's the Pendennis Club bottle.
Okay.
The 2025. So this is the Derby 2025 61 of 151 Pendennis Club bottles. And we should crack this on the bus tour.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Nash, they may need to carry me home.
Walker, you're.
Well, that happened last
Yeah, I
week.
know.
Walker, can I share that?
Hey,
I think so.
we're gonna be throwing out some blankets on the floor.
Can I share something with you guys?
Oh my
We-
God,
we-
it's so
we
good.
won't be able to carry nobody
Yeah.
home.
So there
Yeah.
you
Just like last year.
there you go, John. The first
You know
whiskey,
what STFU means?
the first whiskey in the tiny.
Straight from Uranus.
Tiny. You know
Holder.
what
I
STFU
mean, I'm
means?
trying.
Okay.
Is Star Hill Farms.
Yeah. If everything works out the way I Walker is getting a VIP ticket.
Oh, you called up here, didn't you?
I don't know what you mean by that.
What do you
I
mean a
think you were looking that
VIP
up here
ticket
when
of
you were at my
what?
house.
A VIP ticket to the Kentucky Bourbon Festival.
Okay,
One of our guys down here posted they had one, and Walker jumped all over it.
excellent.
All right. Awesome.
It's nice having
The
good
money
friends.
We'll be ponying it up. I already ponied it
Yeah.
up for him. He's going to pony it up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He's going to get a
Yeah.
VIP ticket. So we're also
That's
going to
what
get a
encouraging.
place to sleep.
I gotta ask Tiny, are they having that double decker cigar lounge again this year?
Nope. The
Whiskey House
of Kentucky is taking that tent.
Taking the whole tent, and so they're not doing that.
Well, what we're gonna do is we're having Randy on the 14th. Randy Prassy. I can finally say it right.
Since you corrected your ass, yes.
Yes, and if I know how many times I said it both ways, like 50,000 times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Absolutely.
he will enlighten us on shipping. He will enlighten us on bottle lines, and he will enlighten us on the cigar area. And so we'll on that podcast, we've got, Nash, you got to try and make that one. Last time, I think for the last 4 times he's been on, it's just been me and him. So we need to get the representation to ask the right questions on this one, because this is the actual functioning of the festival questions.
If you want me on, just let me know. I'm always full of shit. I mean, questions.
100%.
Well,
I summed it up right.
So Whiskey Doc, I need you on Thursday.
Well, I will be on Thursday with.
Can you read? Do you know what this box is?
What is that?
I don't know. Does it look like this one?
Israeli.
It does.
Yes. So
Kind of like that one? Maybe?
yeah. So we and Nash.
Your
I just got
mine is.
Nash.
Just got a text.
Oh, that's the
Just got
second
a
box.
text from
This one I
Ted,
have.
and he
Oh
said,
shit!
"Great seeing us online."
I just knocked my Glen over and it didn't make a mess. Just still a little bit.
Did you hear me, guys?
No, sorry.
I just got a text from Ted Ferguson, and he said, "Great seeing us online tonight."
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
New
That's
viewer,
great.
man. Love it.
Hey,
Ted should be joining us right now.
cheers,
Cheers,
Ted.
Ted.
And
Dude, Ted.
once again,
Send
enjoy-
him a message, invite him to join us, please. And then we'll resend the invite if we need to, if he can't.
So
find it.
his YouTube is Mansa, and he said, "Thanks for choosing Chicago. I'm having a sip of ER17 that I had the pleasure of sharing with the Scotchy Bourbon guys, Ted."
Dude, that
All right.
ER17 was so damn good.
it sure was.
Man, we drank some good shit.
Yeah, we did.
Right?
No
We didn't
doubt.
have any bad stuff all weekend.
And Martin, we smoked some good stuff. Brown,
Yeah,
not
we
green.
Cigars.
Yes.
Yes.
Clarify that, please, boys.
I said brown, not green.
That's why I changed that to
That's
cigar.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm kidding. I don't. But
Those Liga Privadas, though, Martin, I had when I was introducing to you. They're
Oh,
so
my gosh,
freaking good,
yes.
dude.
Like I said, I've never seen those before down here at any of the humidors that I've been in, and I've been in some huge humidors.
Oh, I believe it.
And nobody carried those Drew Estates.
What
And I
is
didn't-
the proof
when I
on
saw Drew-
this?
When I saw that Drew Estate on it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, really?"
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be-
114.7. You know what I'm getting on this?
Those Liga Privadas now.
What are we
and
talking
all
about?
3 of those Liga Privadas are they're top.
Yeah, you brought home some good ones, too, man. I'm glad.
Yeah.
The Star Hill Farms
is that what you're talking about being 114.7?
Yep.
Mhm.
And you know what I'm getting on this insanely?
Wheat.
Bottle rockets.
Wheat.
Bottle rockets.
Better be getting wheat.
A little bit of
Walker,
gunpowder.
that's another story. Martin and I, we pissed our
little bit
pants
of
many times
gunpowder
over.
I'm totally getting
I'm still laughing, man.
on this bottle.
Me too.
I'm
wake up
getting
in the middle of the
cherry
night laughing.
Twizzler.
Cherry what?
A cherry
that is
Twizzler.
hilarious.
I'm getting a
Cherry
red
Twizzler.
licorice.
red
Sorry.
licorice.
That is crazy.
Mm.
Like big. It's almost like being at the movies.
Star Hill, you're a star.
Yeah,
that
that was good. I
was a
enjoyed
good
it.
one. It's surprisingly good.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm so
do me
glad I
some
have this
real
bottle.
quick. We're going to have a contest here. Which one of y'all can figure out this proof the fastest? I got this bottle in front of me. It's 50.3. What proof?
100.6.
100.6.
I'm surprised he beat you, Walker, but
Yeah, that's all right.
you're both right.
Hey, Walker. That's the one
Nice.
thing that I can do in my head fast and quick. And if you're dealing in zeros, I don't have to hesitate there.
Yeah,
Tiny.
I do math really quick in my head too. It was hilarious. I was
Work it.
someplace today.
Come.
Oh, I was at the doctor's office and she was telling me how much procedures would cost. I said, that'll be 207. She's what? She said that. And then she added up. Oh, how'd you do that? I said, it's math. I said, I said, first off, I taught college math, but my granddad owned a grocery store. That's where I learned to do math in my head.
It's not hard to do. You do the tens and then you do the ones, or you do the
Oh, bullshit. You don't know a thing about new math.
I don't need to know. New math is bullshit. Nobody does new math because you always come up with the wrong answer.
No
Amen,
one's
Tiny.
acting right.
No, it's the wrong answer. New math is the wrong answer every time because new math's based off of estimating.
No, I do not.
In God's
Kids
name,
today can't even do math.
the definition of math is you do math for precision.
Stuff like that. They'll be standing at the cash register.
100% precision.
Oh my God.
And new math is just like,
You're not wrong, Nance.
fuck the precision. We don't need precision in this thing.
Are we still alive?
Yeah, we are live.
Kill it.
Why?
If you're gonna start dropping F-bombs,
Well, I can drop F-bombs 2 hours later. They don't check that. You just can't do it in the first 8 minutes and then the first 30 minutes.
Hey, listen, guys, I'm going to have to bow out because I got some service reports I got to get to.
All right,
Okay.
Nash. And I got to I got to actually get it loaded. So you guys,
I love you guys.
Well, I don't have
and we will say, hey, Nash, one last thing. You have the sample of the Israeli whiskey.
All right,
You
love
know
you,
that.
thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, that I thought.
Hey,
I thought I
hey,
did.
hey, stop. I'm sorry. My wife was asking me about health insurance. I saw you got, I'm telling them stop. I saw you guys do so what was it for?
I'm bowing out because I got some service reports I got to get done for tomorrow.
Cheers.
And cheers, everybody.
Cheers, Martin.
And yeah, I do have that sample of the Israeli whiskey that we're doing on Thursday.
Perfect. I'm gonna get with you or send you some stuff so we don't talk over each other.
Okay.
It looks silly to people that aren't part of us.
Hey, we're past that.
No, we are not past it. We will look silly many more times today. I promise you.
What do you think looks silly?
Oh, one of my friends
All of a sudden,
commented
wants
about
all
me
over each other.
saying something and Martin repeating it right afterwards,
Let me
like I
tell you
hadn't said
something.
it.
Just on my behalf, I had a few pours before the podcast,
Okay, well, Thursday, hold off on it.
and I wasn't briefed beforehand.
Okay,
So
but
now
I
I
will send
am.
you some of that, and I'll send you also.
The
I'll send
Lebanese
talking
one.
points
But-
out so we can decide. who
But
wants to
there's
talk
no
about what.
talking over anybody because this has nothing to do with the podcast. This is us
I'm not
hanging.
talking about this. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking
We're
about
talking
when we
about
did our
Thursday night.
first international one. I said some stuff and then Martin pulled it up and read it straight word for word what I had said.
Oh,
And then you jumped right in and said, "That's exactly what he said."
Yeah, somebody jumped in. I don't know who did.
It was Tiny because he was the only other one on there with us.
Okay.
yep.
All right, guys. Good night.
All right.
Anyway,
Good
we
night.
love each other, and that's the main
See you
thing.
soon, buddy.
All right.
Good night, brother.
Good night, brothers.
Good
Be
night.
well.
All right. Let's do this. Put that there.
Have
Yeah,
y'all
Walker, we had a
noticed-
damn good Lebanese whiskey. Oh my God.
Have y'all noticed? I'm looking at my William LaRue Weller. There is a fingerprint on the back of the back, printed on the back label.
Huh.
That's insane.
I didn't know that.
Might be a thumbprint, but
I'll check mine.
Cool problem.
one you'd love to have, Walker.
Where's the thumbprint?
I can see
Back
it
label.
because the bottle's down to about 2/3, and I can see it on the inside of the back label.
I got a guy's face.
I can't see. Okay, well, that may be what I'm looking at. That may be
That's
hair.
Bill
on the
LaRue.
top. That may be, and that may be hair on the top that looks like it could be fingerprint.
Yeah, that's William.
Yep, that's it. Once I pour it more, I can see the rest of the face. I see ears and everything.
It's Mr. Potato Head.
Oh my God.
Now you said, but to start with the way the hair's combed over, it looked like the top of a fingerprint.
Oh, Walker, man, if you can get away next year and we do this again, man, you got to come up, bro. We had a friggin' ball.
I'm gonna keep working on it once we get Cub schedule and once we get class schedule for next year and
Yeah,
a couple other things.
All right.
if not, it's all good. But man, we had a
I'm
blast.
taking this off Facebook, but I'm going to leave us on YouTube for a little bit longer.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do.
Good night,
Oh.
Facebook. Thanks for watching.
Thanks,
Yeah,
everybody
I've
on
seen that
Facebook.
with Walker, I think.
Cheers, Facebook. Let's see if I can get it where it's.
And then
We
I
can see it. 116 proof.
Yeah, let's see.
118. That's
I will-
59.
I will tell you guys, I went to their distillery while I was out in Texas at Garrison Brothers. I just like Garrison Brothers better, personally.
That's
A
okay.
lot of people like Still Austin, but that's because Still Austin is trying to be as close to Kentucky whiskey as they can be.
That's really
And they're doing a good job.
Definitely not
They
trying.
are.
I want to reserve the Ritz for next year.
You're in.
Okay, as long as I got, because you guys cannot imagine how comfortable that bed was. how
Dude, that thing was a
wonderful
piece
I-
of garbage, but I'm glad you slept well.
It's not a piece of garbage. It's wonderful.
So, Randy, we put we got one of those 2-inch foam pads, memory foam pads off Amazon for like $90 or something. And like, it was like, we don't have a box spring. And I'm like, I just put the plywood down and had the mattress, which was kind of soft to begin with. And then Abby's like, let's get that foam thing. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, if you like kind of soft beds and you sink into it, man, you're not getting up for a while. It does sink you in pretty good.
I want to share with you guys. John and Abby worked harder than anybody I've ever met to make that house clean and comfortable. With 2 big dogs that shed, that place was immaculate except for where the dogs were.
Well, I would
Bathroom was probably the clean. What?
I would have went in, except I never had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could have come in and checked out more of my cabinets, but that's okay.
The bathroom was as clean as any hotel room I've ever been in. They had soap, they had shampoo. I brought my own soap, but they
We had toilet paper, just so you know. Okay.
They have toilet. They had 4 rolls of toilet paper handy.
And Randy had to use all of them.
No, I only used 2. They were super kind people. Martin, put your eyes back in your head. Thank you.
Sorry, Jeff.
I had hot dogs at the game. It didn't say.
Oh my God, those hot dogs kicked our asses. They didn't kick your ass, Randy. It kicked all our ass.
It did kick my ass. I'm used to that shit.
Good. Oh man, it roughed me up.
I was hoping for some sauerkraut.
We're on. What are we on?
YouTube. And we're on YouTube because I ain't hanging up when there's 37 people watching.
And they
Hey,
can listen to
YouTube, we're
me
just
say,
getting silly as hell. Sorry.
They can listen to me tell you, Tiny, you poor bastard, if you're used to that.
I'm telling you.
I don't normally say that word, but it seemed to fit.
No,
Listen,
at this
listen,
point,
YouTube.
anybody could swear.
Yeah.
This-
You
Have y'all
YouTube
heard this
is
before, or just me?
What?
Towards your face. There you go. JT Mellick. I have had it at least once.
I think I had it when I was in New Orleans.
Probably. It's very good, and I'm going to share something. I wish you had let me on the show tonight. It pisses me off that you didn't, but I'll get over it. I wanted to brag on the fact that I actually enjoyed malort. Nobody likes malort. but I liked it.
You didn't even
Malort.
say it right. I saved you, Randy. I saved
Right.
you.
From not saying it right.
So you said mallard. It's like some sort of duck whiskey.
That's what I thought it was.
And you know what? If you like that, which is fine, but that tells me what your palate's like, because Most people think that tastes like vomit.
Maybe YouTube can chime in. How many of you have had this, and what are your thoughts?
Okay, 90% of YouTube that sees that is going to say malort is malort.
It had a grapefruit.
It was.
It
It starts out okay, and then it just turns into living hell. I've had to drink that 3 times in my life, and 2 times I was absolutely forced. The next time I drink it, it'll have to be waterboarding me. That's how bad that stuff is.
Hey, we'll waterboard you with it.
That's what I mean. I said that next time, the only way it's happening is if I get waterboard with it.
It reminds me of a super citrusy beer. Is what it reminds me of.
It has a lot of grapefruit to it.
Yes, it definitely does.
Dive
Run
to
like
it.
grapefruit.
If you go watch the Alan Bishop Experience, because we all drank malort, and every single person there was like, oh. They made us do it. It's horrible. And then what was it? You were there, Walker, last year, right? At old Mr. Tubbs, when frickin' when what you call it made me drink. Martin Duffy made me drink malort. He wouldn't let it out.
No, I don't think I was there that night.
No,
I was there for your birthday.
I'm just sitting there, and at the end of the bar, there's Duffy going, "You're gonna drink malort," and I'm like, "I'm not drinking malort." Oh, he's like, "Oh, yes, you are."
Yeah,
Then he gets people from there, and it's like, "You're drinking malort. I'm buying." I'm like, "If I'm drinking malort, you're drinking malort." And then he bought into that, and before I know it, we were drinking malort, and it was just as bad as when I had it backwoods at Alan Bishop's house.
You just got no taste. What can I say?
No, you have no taste. You could drink. If you tasted everything, Randy, I'm telling you, you wouldn't be able. Like super tasters can't drink they can't drink peated Scotch because their taste
I don't
buds.
like peated Scotch.
I didn't say whether you like it or not. I'm just telling you, super tasters just can't even drink it because they might like it, but it's just so potent that they're like, But malort's one of those things too.
Peated Scotch reminds me of my grandmother's medicine cabinet.
But and malort reminds me of what it smells like after someone took a shit.
Oh, man.
You know what I think it is, Jeff? It's more like formaldehyde in a funeral.
Decide which one it is.
Malort is worse than the worst rye I ever tasted in my life, and that one tasted like old man's urine and formaldehyde.
Well, we're working on your rise. We'll get you to malort in 5 years.
You will not. I'm never drinking it again.
We'll mislabel it, and you'll say, "I like this."
No, I won't.
Once you've had it, you know what it is.
I was going to say, he's had enough to know.
Ugh.
Here's what you haven't had. Here's what none of y'all have had.
I can name lots of things that you haven't had.
I guarantee y'all have not had that one yet.
A single barrel?
That's okay, Randy. We're all waiting for our bottles to come up to us via UPS or something.
It's like I've lost audio and a couple other things.
Well, it ought to be in any time.
Okay.
It's honestly, I'm not that thrilled with it. I just got it.
You try it?
I did. I opened it. It's not a normal Jack by far.
Maybe give it a little bit and try it again.
I will. Other guys have said they like it, but it's definitely
here's
not
something
normal
that you never had.
Can't read that far. Old
Taylor.
Old Taylor.
Oh yeah, sure I have.
Not from 1981.
From Nash. What are you talking about?
What?
From Super Nash. What are you talking about?
He didn't have it from 1981. He had it from He had it from 1969.
Okay, well, sorry, I was 20 years earlier.
Hey, you were talking about stuff that you haven't had. That's all.
There's a lot of stuff I haven't had. Anything before 2023, I probably haven't had. So you can reach back there all you want, and you'll find hundreds that I haven't had.
Have you had old Jet Brothers from Neely yet?
Old who?
Old Jet Brother?
Never heard of them.
I got the whole line.
Where you haven't been yet.
Is it good?
Absolutely. The French oak finished one is high praise.
Jeff Brothers,
Jet.
Old
With
Jet.
2 T's.
Jet.
There it is.
J-E-T-T.
Never heard of them. Where are they from?
It's
I just told you. Sparta, Kentucky, Neely Family Distillery.
Oh, I didn't catch Neely Family Distillery. I know you were talking, but 3 of us were. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
I've only got 1 or 2 Neely Family Distillery bottles, I think.
Hidden Barn.
Do what?
You probably got the Hidden Barn, right?
Let me look. I don't know.
Because that was
I
from
don't know where they
Neely.
are, but I don't, because they're in my box from our trip. If I can make it without falling over.
Yeah, Walker, we
I
were
can't
just
see.
like randomly flying around, and like Jeff and Martin were podcasting. Like,
Yeah.
just walk into a grocery store. Oh, look at that! There's like literally 18 cases of Weller 12 sitting there. That was crazy though, Jeff. Like I got that. I showed you. I'm like, look at this, and that was at like almost 2:45 or right before the Cubs game ended when that hit, and like we got home, and at like 6 o'clock, I'm like, my buddy's cousin said there's still a bunch of bottles up there. I'm like, let's go. So we just walked in and got in line and walked out with a Weller 12 for under $50. Can't beat that.
Well, considering the 107's over 50 now,
I mean, that was a good deal, dude. That's
that was
not
a
a bad
really
price,
good
though.
deal. Yeah, that's just the Neely family.
Yeah, the nice thing about
Okay,
this
come.
one,
Oliver. Away from there.
Yep. Yeah, I could pull those out.
they told me that this was the old man's favorite. That's why I bought it.
Which
Well,
one?
They made one specifically for him, but yeah, I think I remember them saying that, something
Ricky,
like
come.
that.
They
They made
did
a
make
for
one
this as well.
specifically for him at the
Oliver.
festival. We all bought that bottle. And there's the
Ricky,
Hidden
come.
Barn.
Don't stupid, but get it close enough.
It seems
There we
like
go.
they make a rye that I really like too. I haven't had Hidden Barn. This is the only one I've got, and then I tried stuff at the festival the year before I met you guys.
He just bought a new distillery too. Let's
He
see
was
what.
asking me about consolidation and stuff today. I told him I thought they were probably going to keep the same brands, but they might consolidate for economies of
Oliver, no.
scale.
So we got a couple things. We got Seth Kraft watching. He says, "Do you think Jefferson's Oceans is a gimmick?" Absolutely not. Sloshing whiskey around on the ocean definitely changes the whole structure of the ocean. Each voyage will pick up different tones and flavors based off of the weather and the barometric pressure. So I think although you might think it's kind of cool and they use it as a story, that's actually does stuff to flavoring
Does
to
change the whiskey flavor.
And then also the Riverboat the company that out of Kentucky that puts their stuff on the Mississippi River, I think that is a really legitimate way of changing your whiskey to be more like what it was when they shipped it down the Mississippi back in the 1800s. And then the other one's
That's
guy,
Ingram.
say hi to Isaac from Brazil. And then Yash Sharma is referring to me as Stone Cold Steve Austin, which I've had many times. When I was younger, I was actually met a guy when we were in Atlanta, and he thought I was him. I was getting chest bumped, and he wouldn't accept that I was not Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's hilarious, man.
So
I hate to say this, I'm showing my age. Who the heck is Stone Cold Steve Austin?
that's
He's a
not
wrestler.
showing your age, Randy. You just don't follow wrestling. It would be right in your wheelhouse. Because
Watched wrestling 45 or 50 years ago. I've never watched wrestling except for when my son was wrestling. But when I was growing up, I watched wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling. RASSLING.
And there is a difference. Wrestling, my son did in high school and elementary and junior high, and wrestling, my grandfather watched where they took chairs and hit each other over the head.
Hell yeah, that's the best.
that's where
That's the one.
Stone Cold Steve Austin comes from the chair
Okay.
smacking stuff. So
You know,
So he's
hey
part
Jeff,
of
Macho
the-
Man Randy Savage.
yeah.
He was from Downers Grove, right near me.
Okay.
What
Ooh,
about Hulk
yeah.
Hogan?
Well, Hulk Hogan was a
Woodman.
little bit earlier than Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah,
Well,
he
see,
was
I-
Stone
80s
Cold
and
was
90s.
after Hulk.
Yeah, I was watching it before Hulk was there. So
Stone
I
Cold
was-
came
Well, I
in
grew up in Milwaukee, so I was
early
watching
90s.
the original Crusher fight Andre the Giant. And then Andre the Giant transitioned from those old wrestlers. He transitioned from there to the newer wrestlers.
to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
My wife met
On-
him in
Princess
Baltimore
Bride.
Airport and
There's
BWI
a-
when she
there's
was
a
working at the
whole-
airport.
There's a whole documentary on Netflix on exactly how it all works. And it's really cool to watch because the writers write the basic script, but they based off what's going on and what the crowd's doing, they will change it in the middle. And they'll tell the guys while they're there, they basically run the referees. They'll tell the wrestlers are all tapped into what they're supposed to do. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And you know, you got to be athletic. Those guys, you know, those fights and the injuries are real. You know what I mean?
Oh, the surgeries that they have and the paralysis that they have afterward. So here's the thing, Jeff and Randy, we went to Woodman's there by my folks, right? In that store. Hulk Hogan was there this fall advertising his beer, and they flew him in and he went right through the same doors we did. And my dad took video of it and he sent it to me, and I wish I would have pulled it up and showed it to you. I forgot. But and then lo and behold, the poor old guy passes
So
away.
what do you mean? If you go to Woodman's, you're going to die?
No. Hey,
No.
if you're
Come on now, brother.
71 years old and you're in whatever,
He took a beating, man. Those
and-
all
and
those
God-
From it.
God lets you off the planet without very much pain and suffering. It's like
That's a good way
God
to
love
go.
them. I
You're
mean,
right.
that's the way I want to go when I go. I just want it. I don't want a long drawn out illness of feeling like shit for 5 years.
Oh, you got a rare perfection, or what is that? Rare character?
Rare character straight rye whiskey finished in maple cask.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
I don't even know where I got
Or
it or
something
why.
like that.
But I've had exceptional character.
You've
You
always had
have
exceptional character.
You're that kind of guy.
So
Impressed with your character.
yep. So Ted
Walker's
said
love
he
it.
met Randy at Binny's. That's what he just threw up there.
What? Who did?
Ted. He
Oh,
said
it's
he
Ted.
met the whiskey
Hey, Ted,
doctor
brother, I
at
didn't-
Binny's.
Ted, join us. Have him join us.
How can I? He's on YouTube. I can't do it.
Ted, go
No,
over
but-
to Facebook and we'll send you an invite.
Facebook's over.
Yeah, Facebook
Ted,
is
you're
over.
screwed.
I sent
I can't.
I
do it.
sent the screenshot to John. I don't know how else we can get it to him.
Send
It's
it to
actually
me
in
and
the-
I'll send it to Ted.
okay. It's in the text message chat that we have together.
Okay, give me a second to find it.
Because I'll wait
If
for
I
you
can
guys
see
to
it,
get
what-
Ted
I
on
gotta
me,
read
and
it.
I gotta go.
I'm the host, so
Yep.
Oh, you're the host. Good, John. Make my life easier.
oh yeah, a little bit. I can send this to him, Randy, if you want.
Oh, please do, because I'm having a hard
Okay.
time.
So I'm going to take this around. Tony, you'll probably appreciate this. I haven't made a good podcast setup yet, but
You haven't-
from the
you haven't
same
made a good
friend that
what?
I acquired the mic podcast setup yet. But from the same friend and colleague that I bought the shelf, I got a computer setup, which includes a professional grade microphone that I just have yet to set up yet. So
Well, I
Excellent.
haven't set it up yet, brother, yet.
yeah, I haven't, but I'm letting friends know that I will improve upon just having a cell phone camera.
We're
Well-
excited. I mean, you look good on the cell phone camera, but
Well,
we'll
thank
take
you.
you any way we can get you, brother.
I'm flattered. Thank you very much.
I can't wait to get the 17 that comes out this fall and up my cell phone camera quality on YouTube.
You were talking about that all weekend, man. That'll be good though.
It's crazy right now on YouTube. We're up to 17. It's like I haven't had a good YouTube night in a while. So thanks everybody on YouTube. Keep commenting. We just been having a good time talking about the different whiskeys and bourbons that we were able to acquire in Chicago, and then our normal fun and excitement.
I've got to put a shout out for anybody who's listening to Journeyman Distillery. They're in Three Oaks, Michigan, and Valparaiso, Indiana. They have a Raven that is phenomenal. They've also got a
Raven? You mean a black crow?
a Black Crow. It's called the Raven. It's phenomenal good, and it's actually in a decanter that looks like a raven.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a solid black. If you want me to go, I'll go run and grab it real quick. It's
No, you just stay unless you have another reason to go.
nope. It's unless I have to get up and go to the bathroom, in which case I'll grab it. But it's
Randy,
beautiful.
I ended up putting it. What was in the core bottle came into the Eagle Rear bottle.
Oh, okay, good for you.
$3.75.
Journeyman popcorn.
Phenomenal.
I broke my bottle cracked. So as you guys remember, I filtered it and gave it to John. And when I got home, I had one that the company sent me for free as a replacement. That is customer
That's
service.
nice.
Did was it waiting for you when you got there?
It beat me home.
Well, I'll be damned. Man, you know what? Send them thanks. That's really good on them.
Yep, they are wonderful. My mother-in-law had to come over to the house to get it. They actually beat me home. That RD1 Amberana, is that the Amberana? It looks like it.
Sure is. The amber,
That is-
I think it's
I've heard
Amberana
that's a
rye, right?
Darn good juice.
Oh, those Nashville barrels are good.
Let's promote Nashville Barrel too, because I'm a big Nashville fan.
Oh, I've had some for my guys. I've never had them before, and holy crap, you get some really good ones in that group.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about being, having lived in Tennessee 34 of my 64 years.
Yeah, this one was selected by Georgia World of Beverage. I haven't had this one in about 3 years, maybe a little bit more. And so
For
this
y'all
one
that don't
is
know, Georgia World of Beverage is near Peachtree City, Georgia,
Yep.
which is southwest of Atlanta. They
Yep.
have some great barrel picks.
They truly do. Sometimes you have to ask for them, and you might have to buy a bundle, but it's worth the ask, and it's worth the trip. If you're heading up that way towards Atlanta, it's worth the ask if you're there, and it's worth the trip if you're thinking about going.
I've gotten some really good cast strength 13 colonies from them.
So
Yeah,
is he?
That's incredible.
Has he been able to join?
Not yet. I sent it to him, so I'm waiting. Ted, if you're still out there, check your text. Look for the
Ooh.
meeting ID and the passcode or whatever it is to get in.
I
brother.
think RD1, this bottle of Amberana, is it rye?
Oh.
Nope, bourbon. I think it's the best application of Amberana out of anything I tasted with Amberana.
Hey, did you get the Mizunura one or whatever that was?
No, I did not. It was
No, I
available.
think Randy or Nash got one. I think it was Randy.
Which one?
The Mizunara.
Mizunura?
From who?
At
RD1.
Woodman's, we got that one.
I did not grab it. I should have. I looked at it, but
Maybe
tell you,
Nash
John,
grabbed it
I've already
then.
made plans. I haven't revealed them to anybody, including myself, but I've already made plans to come back to Chicago and hang out. I just got to find a time that's good for you.
Yeah, so I thought you grabbed it or Nash?
Nash
The
must-
RD1?
Well, you
Nash
better do
must
it
have.
quick, Randy, because school starts in what, a week?
I understand that.
I've already been in getting ready,
it'll be
man.
after
I'm
school's
officially
already
in on the
started.
11th.
I opened this. Should I open this one? This is the 29th. This is the one you said was good. That's why I bought it.
Yes,
Elmer
open
T.
it.
Lee. Yeah, that was a good one. This year's was good.
So this year's, I believe.
That's one I want to get.
You
Tiny.
mean this one right here?
Special one?
That's the same one he's got. I picked that up on the same way you got the Weller 12, There's a big release for Ohio, and I got in and I was 10th in line. But I had an appointment with the trainer and deep tissue massage therapist.
Yeah.
And I had to leave. So when I came back, I was like 45th and went through the line, and I got an Elmer T. Lee.
It's incredible because here at Elmer T. Lee's in Rock Hills, they're really they come in, but not in a lot, not in big. Even with Binny's, not in big amounts.
Should
It's,
I open it or not? Somebody say yes or no.
I did.
Do you like it?
I don't know. I hadn't tried this one. I didn't.
I said open it.
Here, let me
I've got-
see.
I've
You
got
can open
that
it or not
much of
come
my
back.
other one left. from my
I think I did a
2023.
podcast you could go back and watch that compared the
Saw your
old one to the
podcast,
new
and
one.
That's why I bought this bottle. I'm debating on whether to open it tonight.
Well, I can't put it in an Amberana.
No.
Glenn.
And I was trying to get your
Amberana. I
attention.
don't want it.
Yeah.
If
And I was trying to get it-
Amberana, I don't want it, boys.
All right,
Yeah.
here we go. I'll tell you what it. I'll just take a little sip.
I've already cracked it. Dang it! Hang on.
Yeah, Randy,
read-
what do you guys think of that one at Koval?
Yeah, Randy, this blows away any Elmer Tea Lee I have ever had. This one, it
Okay,
is
that's
so
why I'm open.
caramely and so rich with the it's like caramel Blanton's.
Yeah, 24 or 25. Sorry.
This was
24.
it would have been a 24.
Okay.
25's not out yet.
You know why I
Anytime.
opened this one? Because I got one the other day for $28.
What?
Yeah, before you came up, you said that.
Yeah.
You were telling us that up here.
So I figure if I can get one for
Who's
$28,
the idiot that would sell it to you for $28?
the guy that made $140 on it because he put it on a Raz.
What?
Put it on a Raz, which is 10 spots, and I bought 2 of them, and one of them hit for $14. So I had 2 of them for 28.
Shoot, man.
Wait.
You got to teach me these tricks.
So
That's
there's
what
a
we
bunch
did.
of people who got nothing.
Yep. A bunch of folks got nothing, and I got it for 28
Correct.
bucks. And I've been
It's
the
like a
guy that
mini
got
raffle.
nothing more than once.
So before you put that away.
Yeah,
I've
but
been
how
trying to
many
break
times?
in-
Let's just review this. You got it for $28 that time. How many other times have you done it that you didn't get anything?
Or you've changed your book.
Bunches, but I've also gotten things like
Yes, I get it.
CYPB and a bunch of other things. I
Right,
probably
but at
did
the same
some
time, you can't say it's $28
break
because
even on it.
you got to add all of them up and how much money you spent, and then divide it by your bottles. That's
That's
how much it
$28.
actually
So
costs.
it works out to be $28
Yeah. No.
because of all the other bottles.
You
I've
said,
got.
Randy, you said you were good at math.
Great at math.
Excellent.
No, not at all. You're
I'm
good
better
at
math
new
than you'll
math.
ever be.
Oh God.
How far out can you go on pie?
Okay. Anyways, we're just talking about adding in our heads. That's what I'm
I
good
can
at.
handle
I'm
that.
not good at formulas and freaking 3.17 shit.
3.12.
Thanks.
1-4. Wow, you couldn't go out 3 digits.
1
Listen,
4
that's
1
not
5 9
good.
2 6 7 3 8.
Yep.
Randy had a lot of pie up here. We had that damn apple
Oh,
cobbler.
that apple pie was the best.
Oh my God, dude. Appy just killed the rest of it.
And,
Threw it
and,
out. I go, you didn't even say
Crazy
these
good.
girls.
and just so you know, I had a bigger piece because my pie was 3.17 and yours was 3.12.
Ah, very good.
You may have had, but mine was accurate.
Right.
No, it was
You're the
not.
one nasty.
Yours
Cheers,
was no,
boys.
neither was accurate. Yours was 3.12. I said 3.17, and Walker said it was 3.14. That's what it was.
3.12145963.
Nope, 3.14.
1-4, and then it goes. Yeah.
3.142659, and I'm
Right,
Beyond
but
that,
you got
I
you
wish.
you said 3.12 to start. So I'm
are
not,
you sure?
yes, I am. It's on YouTube.
He's positive.
Feel like you
All
guys
right, I've
are
been trying
acting
to
like
tell
you're
Tiny
in the
something
movie
for 10
Rain Man
minutes.
or something.
Y'all
Yes.
argue all you want. I'm sitting here enjoying this.
I'm having fun with you,
Rarity.
Randy.
It
You
was
know
very
that.
Okay, I'm just
good.
waiting for Walker to finally get his word in. Go
Walker,
ahead,
what you got?
Honey,
Yes.
Listen.
you want to try a barrel pick of what you had with a green label?
Of an Amberana?
Uh-huh.
That looks really good, Walker.
Is it as good as I mean, if it's too much Amberana,
Oh, it's good.
He doesn't like rye either, Walker. He just doesn't know what he likes.
And it's not a rye. And I've been
I
trying
know.
to tell you this for 10 minutes.
I know you
I
told me we
understand
looked,
that.
it wasn't a rye. I know that.
That wasn't what I was trying to tell you, but that's okay. John got it the first time.
What?
Walker, do me a favor.
Yeah, pour a sample and bring it.
No. Do not pour a sample. Get on Amazon, order some of the shrink wrap that baby, wrap it up really tight, and bring it with you to the bus tour.
All right.
But you need to shrink wrap it just in case
Hey,
they check your
you
luggage.
do realize, Walker, if you bring that to the bus tour,
It's going to be empty.
no, CT is going to probably kill you.
Why? He doesn't
Right.
like RD1?
No, he don't like Amberana, and if it's around him, he revolts.
It's his problem. Put him on a
Yeah,
different
well,
bus.
if he
I'll
gets
drink.
physical, hey, come on now.
You could,
Put him on a
Randy,
different bus, I'll drink.
Randy, CT can pick me and you up with his pinky. So,
So put him on the other bus.
Oh God.
hey, Walker, do you want to be
CT can
not
pick
on
you and me
CT's
up
bus?
on Pinky's got a strong pinky.
Whoa.
What?
No, I don't. I do not want to get switched buses for what I bring. No.
No. You and I are on the same bus. CT
Walker's
goes
about to be on the
other.
short bus.
Randy said that, Walker, but I haven't talked to you about that yet. I told Randy that if it's okay with you, you'd be on the same bus.
Yeah, I'd like to be on the same bus.
Of course, I'm giving Randy shit.
I am on the same bus with Matt Lizen, and that's not optional. The rest is all optional.
Well,
I
Matt's
love all my
welcome to be
friends.
on the bus with us, Walker.
Yeah, but Matt would revolt if we were not on the same bus. He
That's
made
his
that clear.
problem. Matt would want to be on the bus with me too, because I'll bring cool shit.
There's
too.
only 14 people
we
on
have
the
that
bus,
feeling.
guys, and I'm just going to
What?
tell you, Matt's bringing 3 people of his own.
That's
I know.
okay. There's 24. There's 12 seats on the bus.
No, there's 14 seats. That leaves 11 seats with wherever he's with.
Well, that works.
Yeah, that math works.
Okay.
I have had 27 drinks tonight, boys. Y'all just bear with me. I'm not driving anywhere. I've got 12 steps.
You're done driving for a while.
I was gonna-
12 steps,
hey,
6 up.
Hey,
3 of them in
John,
the bathroom and 5 of them into my bedroom.
I was
and
going to
then-
lion with him.
Oh, Jeff, that's a good one. You like that one?
Yes, I do.
I'm glad, man.
You were going to do
That's
what with him?
MGP
Jeff?
juice too, bro.
I didn't hear you right, Jeff. You said you were going to what?
Lion
That's what I
with
thought you
you.
said. You were lying with who?
with you. Because you said to bear with you. I said I was going to lion with you because of
Oh, I
this.
thought you were saying Lying, and I'm like, yeah, no,
No.
you're not.
That's
Lion. Lion. Lion.
like meow.
Lion.
I got a lion on the face of that right there. See that? Rawr.
No, I can't, but I'll take your
That's
word
a good
for it.
bottle, man. At 6.5
I'm
years,
busy
it's pretty
staring
good.
at that star with that yellow thing on the top of it.
So Alex Shaver said hi. Julio's from Brazil. All right.
Hola, Julio.
Yeah,
Actually,
hola,
Julio.
All right. We're going to shut off YouTube and then I'm going to go.
Okay, hold on. I got to tell Julio something. Bom dia, Julio. Bom dia.
All right.
They're from Brazil. That's more Portuguese, right?
That's why I said bom dia instead of hola.
Yeah.
Bom dia is
That's
hello.
Bom dia.
Good day in Portuguese.
All right, guys. Everybody, thanks for being on YouTube. Great night. Thank you.
Thanks for joining YouTube.
Cheers, YouTube.
Cheers.